Good afternoon from the National Weather Service office in Norman. This is an update on our evolving severe weather situation. This briefing was recorded around 12:30 on Wednesday, April 17th. Dangerous storms are still expected this afternoon and tonight across parts of Oklahoma and western North Texas. 12:30 radar shows storms have begun across the area, but these are not the ones we're the most worried about. The worst storms are yet to come later this afternoon and this evening. We're still looking at a high potential for damaging hail and tornadoes across much of our area, and that threat will continue even after dark. Between now and 5 o'clock, here's what we're expecting. We have two areas of severe thunderstorm potential that we're monitoring. The first area will be along and north of that warm front, the red line you see on the map. The areas shaded in yellow will see thunderstorms developing this afternoon. We're already seeing that as of 12:30. Those storms will be capable of producing hail, and the tornado potential with those storms in the yellow shaded area between noon and 5 o'clock will be very low. Most of those storms will be what we call elevated. They will be in the cold air north of that warm front, so temperatures will be in the 40s where some of these thunderstorms are occurring, and there will be hail with those as being the main threat. We're very concerned, though, about any storms that may develop along the dry line and south of that warm front over southwest Oklahoma and western North Texas. The area you see shaded in kind of the brown or peach color, basically extending from I-40 south and from I-35 west. That is the area of concern with supercell thunderstorms, with very large damaging hail, and with tornadoes. Any storm that develops in this environment over southwest Oklahoma and western North Texas will have a high probability of producing damaging weather, dangerous weather, including tornadoes. So that's going to be the focus of our attention through the early afternoon hours. If you see a storm on radar in that area, assume it's severe and treat it with the utmost respect. Later in the evening, from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m., that's when we see the tornado potential increasing even more. Any thunderstorms developing over southwest Oklahoma, western North Texas, especially any storms that can remain isolated, will have a high potential to produce tornadoes. And given the environment that we're looking at, unstable air mass, very strong wind shear that's in place, any storm that goes up will rotate, will be a supercell thunderstorm, and will have a high tornado potential. As of right now, the highest risk time for tornadoes would be in this 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. time frame for the Oklahoma City metro area. This would include the evening rush hour from 5 to 8 o'clock. Anywhere else south of that warm front will also experience a good chance of severe thunderstorms, but the tornado potential is highest in the red shaded area. We really encourage you to keep monitoring the weather in your local area throughout the afternoon. Forecasters here at the National Weather Service, every chair in the room is full. We're fully staffed and monitoring the situation that's developing. We urge you to keep an eye on our webpage and on our social media for the latest information. Continue to think about your evening plans with the higher potential for tornadoes now in the 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. time frame. That puts a lot of people away from home. So if you're going to be driving home from work, or if you have evening plans this evening, church, outdoor activities, meetings, you really need to think seriously about where you're going to be and what you're going to be doing. Wherever you're going to be this evening, where will you take cover from a tornado? How will you get a warning? Be sure you have at least 3 different ways to get a warning. Cell phones are fine for getting warnings, apps are good, but that's not enough. You need a weather radio, and you need at least one other way. Cell phone service can go out when the cell networks become congested when tornadoes are in the area. So be sure that you have multiple ways to get a warning. Be sure your family knows that there's a threat of severe weather. If you have kids that are arriving home from school alone this afternoon, riding the bus, be sure that they're aware of the severe weather situation. And if you're leaving work this afternoon between 4 and 6 o'clock, do not leave your office without taking a look at the radar and our website to see what's going on. You do not want to be caught on the road with storms in the area. Check the weather before you leave to go home today. And help us spread the word. Tell your family and friends, people that may not be seeing this briefing, people that may not look at our webpage or be our fans or friends on social media. Be sure that they know about this significant severe weather threat. There's lots of sources of information from the National Weather Service in Norman. Like I said, we are here working hard to figure out what's going on and to give you as much advance notice as possible. Our webpage is always the best source of information, weather.gov/Norman, but we're also posting information on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Do not depend on Facebook or Twitter as your warning source today from the National Weather Service. We will not be posting warnings on Facebook or Twitter, but we'll be providing as much information as we can.